Hello friends, this is Wendy and I make interactive photo journals. And let me just explain a little bit of what I have been working on. This page I used Seth Apter's new Sizzix embossing folder, and I used paint. This was actually a leaf and this was an abstract element, and I used them to make like a sunflower. This one y'all have seen. That one's really old. Let's see. We've done all of these already, right? Yep. Okay, so this one here, the paper behind was pink, which, you know, this is one of the things that I don't like about making a book ahead of time and then filling it in, because what if you just really don't want the color that's there? And that's the situation I'm in right now. But this is a photo. I screenshot it from Facebook. It made it just really easy. This one here, I have these cute little pictures of Hedwig playing peekaboo. So I used my Tyvek in between. So here, that's her little paw. No. Anyway, and to make this, and then, let's see, okay, that one's all done there. Let's go here. This one was like massively simple. This one I used some stamps and Tim Holtz inks. That one was actually pretty simple. This one I kind of continued with the same theme of using stamps and inks. This one, because I had already punched holes in these holes were getting really big, so I added this paper just to give it more support right here. I liked the way it looked. Yeah, stamp and inks, a little bit of paper there from my stash. This one I've mentioned I really like monochromatic and very monochromatic. These are not Tim Holtz dies, but they are Sizzix. Again, stamp and inks. This one is the one I just barely finished. And again, stamp and inks and some paper from my stash. And I just kind of layered these all up. And here I am right now. I already did this one. This was from a sketch from a friend of mine. Of course, my sketches, if I use a sketch, it's going to be just a portion of the 12 by 12 sketch, because this is 8 by 6. So, but there was a circle, and she had dots like randomly, and I used that dot thing from the dot stamp from the Tiny Toadstools. This was that technique that we learned from Louisa Heinzel, where you put the stencil down, and then I inked the stencil. Now, in order, okay, I can't find what I used right now, but because my desk, as always, is a mess. But just imagine this being a circle, right? I cut a circle out of some cardstock and put it down, and then that way it ended up being a circle here. And anyway, so that was, I am almost done with this signature. I'm really excited. But this is where I'm at right now. And just as I mentioned before, I don't like that, and this is the photo that's going to go there, I really don't like that it already has all this color on it. And I did find something on Pinterest. Let me find that. So this is what I found on Pinterest, and I really like it. Of course, it's got a white background, but we're gonna do our best to be inspired by this. Yeah. Okay, so this is an old Tim Holtz die, and he actually said on one of his lives that he has throwing them all away or giving them away or something. And I think that's, well, I only have 2 of these. But you know, using them over and over and over again, they do start to wear out and all that. But hey, it's still working for me, so I'm a happy camper. Okay, so something I wanted to share about, let's see, must have been April. I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before or not, but I'm mentioning it now. And they even talked to me right at that time about some drugs that are like injections, which scared the snot out of me. I was like, no, thank you. And they said, well, we'll give you 4 months. And at the end of the 4 months, you know, you need to have lost some weight. And my A1C, which is a number that I'm going to know for the rest of my life, I guess, that my A1C would go down. And they gave me, I even took a nutrition class from a dietitian. And she gave me lots of good tips. Well, she gave all of us, because it was a class, there was a group of us there. And one gal said, just by following what the nutritionist had said, or the dietitian had said, that she actually got her A1C down, way down. And she, you know, so I'm all excited. I'm gonna lose this weight on my own. I'm gonna get my A1C down on my own. I'm gonna be really excited. At the end of the 4 months, you know what happened? I went in, and my A1C went up, and my weight went up, and I broke down and cried. Yes, I did. I broke down and cried. And I am now on shots. They actually don't hurt. It comes in a thing like a pen, so probably like an EpiPen, but it's idiot-proof, although first time I took the shot, I was crying really, really hard. My husband kept trying to take the shot away from me so he could just give it to me. And I was like, leave me alone. Anyway, there's several things that I have to do. And a major one is that I have to spend some significant time exercising. And the amount of time that I need to exercise, not only like cardio, but I also need to do weightlifting, or else this drug and the diabetes will take my muscle mass, which is bad. I do not want to be a walking, talking skeleton. Anyway, long story short, way more than you ever wanted to hear. Probably the amount of time, I've thought about this a lot, and the amount of time that I spend editing my videos is now going to be for exercise. And that's what I've been doing. I've been exercising, and today is a down day. I got vaccines. Oh my goodness. I found out I'm in a group of people who all take the same drug. And they were saying that this has happened to them as well when they get their flu vaccines. But I got really sick. So I'm probably not going to I didn't exercise yesterday. I kind of stayed in bed yesterday, and I'm going to exercise again tomorrow, get back to my life, right? But I thought, well, today is a good day because I don't need to spend all that time exercising. I spend a good hour, and not every moment of it is like hardcore exercising. I do stretches and, breathing exercises for Tai Chi kind of stuff to help increase my energy, because I guess that's one of the things with this drug is that it sucks out your energy. And oh my goodness, don't get a flu shot when you have it, although I will get one next year too. And we're going to Disneyland, and the pharmacist said, you better get a COVID shot before you go to Disneyland. So it's like, oh my goodness. I was like, oh yeah, sure. And now I'm like, oh, I don't know. I ever want to get another shot again. But anyway. Oh, that's going to work really good. So this is my last video, and I'm sorry. I mean, this has been a labor of love. I know that that YouTube has put some commercials on some of my videos. I don't make any money on them. I don't have. I've never had the following that I would need. I'm trying to decide if I want to just cut this off there. I think I will. But I've never had the following or the numbers, whatever numbers it is that Facebook or YouTube wants. I have never had them to earn any kind of income on it. That hasn't been a big deal. I've really learned an awful lot doing this. I mean, I've learned a ton, so I'm happy to do it. It definitely has been a labor of love, so it's been fun. But yeah, this is my last one, so I hope you enjoy it. All right, so I'm looking here and I'm seeing like some dots. So I'm going to, I only have it in one place. Interesting. Well, I think I will get out my dots and put that there. Okay, so this is new. I just got it off of Amazon. But yeah, it's Sizzix, but it's also 49 Market. Oh, I didn't know that Katie Pertiet worked for 49 Market, because she's the one that has all of the digital things that I like so much. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna put that there. Okay, so I'm getting close to being done with this. I didn't think you needed to watch me ink or anything. I'm going to use my red line tape, which is my strongest tape. I actually used it earlier today. I had a picture that fell down. I was like, well, dang, I'm just going to use my red line tape and stick it to the wall. So, yeah. Anyway. All of these are Tim Holtz, including the little heart. But y'all should use whatever you have. That's what everybody says, right? But it's true. I mean, a lot of what I have, you can't get anymore because Sizzix in particular has put it in the vault. Of course, Stampers Anonymous, they never retire any of their stamps, so that's always a positive thing. I'm gonna put some glue on the back as well. But I wanted to make sure that this stayed down and isn't gonna pop back up. I'll put a little line right there. Okay. Oh, make sure I do it right side up. I have actually, not too many times, thank goodness, but I have put things down upside down before. And I'm telling you what, it makes me very, very sad. So these are from, I think it's just called Skeleton Leaves. This one's really old. This is from a set I got, let me show you. So I got the little set that came with also a stencil. And the hearts. I've done this multiple times, so this is called Falling Hearts. And in fact, I'll take this one out here. I'll do a whole sheet of them, and then I'll just stick it all in the envelope. And Pete Hughes says that's a really good way of using those envelopes. I was like, well, that's great, because I've been using it that way for a long time. So I actually did those leaves were for another project. Well, it's probably a project on here. We'll see if I can find it. But they were leftovers. And so, let's see, where do I want to put this heart? I need to have at least 3. Thinking there's a little naked spot right here. Ooh, I like it right on there. There we go. Okay, we'll see whether or not I do anything else. I do want to put the date on there. Can't remember if it was December or January. So I'll look that up and add it to it. Let me put it back in the book right now. We can flip through real quick. Okay, so this comes from Labels. So this comes from Wildflowers. This one's my favorite. There's also like Wildflowers 2 and 3, probably even 4. I have a few of them. I don't think I have them all. I mean, when I first started buying them, they were already hard to find, so yeah. Okay, so this is the first signature in the Color Kittens book. I already have the second signature done. This has these little stories put on there. I did write "Read Me" on there, and then I showed it to my husband, and he said he would never notice that I wrote "Read Me." So, and we'll see whether anybody ever reads those. I mean, that'd be like once I'm dead. Because if I'm not dead, right, I'll go, oh, pull those out, yeah. This one's really my favorite. But I also love those as well. I like these little danglies. I did end up gluing this one down because I didn't want them to get all bent in the fold there. So that might have been a bit of a, what would the word be? Wardrobe malfunction, how's that? And there's this. The story continues on. She used to sit like this all the time. And you could tell we used to live in North Carolina, right? And this lizard came in, and I even wrote, it ended up detaching its tail and it got out. I'd never seen one do that before, so that was kind of interesting. Hey, if they're gonna come in our house and we have this monster cat that wants to eat everything, well, you know, it's their own fault. So I still have 1, 2, 3, is that all? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I only have 3 more. This is her. Her name is Hedwig, right? After the snowy owl. She used to be a lot lighter in color, but I mean, she does this with her ears all the time. So yeah, she looks like an owl. Anyway, well, I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you've enjoyed my other videos, and I'm sorry to say goodbye, and I'm really sorry to say goodbye because I'm saying goodbye because I'm having health issues. But anyway, it's been a labor of love. I've really enjoyed making these videos. I really enjoyed learning to make these little golden books, the interactive photo journals, because before I started this, I was still doing 12 by 12. So anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your life. And I will miss you, and safe travels. Anyway, bye.